The Champions League is back. Hello and welcome along to the match as Real Madrid are in Germany to take on Schalke in the first leg of their last 16 clash in this season's competition. Dermot Corrigan is with me to preview the game, and Dermot, it might not necessarily be the most glamorous tie for Real Madrid, but it's still a big European game.
Hey Phil, yeah, it is a really big European game, and Schalke isn't the most glamorous game in the world or the most glamorous opponent to have at this stage, but this is the most glamorous competition in world football. Carlo Ancelotti said at his press conference today, he talked about how this is the big competition, it's the hardest competition to win, and it's where Real Madrid really feel at home. You know, it's where they made their name through the years in the European Cup and now the Champions League, and it's what people have been looking forward to. You know, the return of the competition. Now we're into the last 16, and it's time to kick on for Madrid at this stage.
A really good dynamic in the Real Madrid team as well. Of course, we come into the game 26 matches unbeaten, 3 points clear at the top of La Liga.
Yeah, everything has gone so well since the turn of the year. You know, we've come through the Copa del Rey, we've come through La Liga games, and Madrid have made the Copa del Rey final. They've made up the gap on Barcelona and Atletico Madrid in the league. Flying at the moment. They've scored in all of their Champions League games so far this season. So I think it's really set up for a good game for Madrid. Everybody's fit, everybody's out there and ready to go. So it's fantastic. And of course, we have Cristiano Ronaldo back from suspension. Yeah, and Ancelotti said as well, he's raring to go. You know, he's had to sit out these 3 games, which was pretty unfortunate and pretty unfair on him. But he's had a chance to work on his fitness while he's been away. He'll be raring to go. He'll be really motivated to get back and to score tomorrow night. Absolutely right. Cannot wait for this game at the Veltins Arena. First, though, let's hear from the manager, Carlo Ancelotti, who's been speaking at the pre-match press conference.
Creo que va a ser un partido con mucha intensidad. L'equipo contrario, Schalke, va a utilizar todo.
I expect an intense, high-tempo game with Schalke doing everything in their power to win. They're a well-organised side with quality footballers. If we want to win here, we're going to have to be at the top of our game.
Para ganar aquí creo que tenemos que hacer lo máximo. Muy bien organizado defensivo. En este momento tiene jugadores jóvenes con mucha calidad. Meyer, Draxler, no sé, Sewega.
They're a tough team to break down. They have a good mix of young, talented footballers like, for example, Draxler, should he play, and also more experienced players like Huntelaar and Boateng. I'm not too sure how I would describe their style of play, but they're solid, well organised. They have a good understanding and enough quality to pose a threat.
Un equipo que tiene calidad.
Carlo Ancelotti at the pre-match press conference. Speaking about Schalke, let's talk a little bit then about our opponents. What do you expect from them on Wednesday night? Well, they've come into a bit of form at the moment. They stumbled through the group stages, and they were lucky enough to get through the group stages in the last game against Basel. But since Christmas, they've picked up a bit. They're unbeaten in the Bundesliga over the start of the calendar year. And they've got some decent players. You know, the Schalke are one of the big teams in Europe. They got to the Champions League semi-finals 3 seasons ago. They're not a minnow at this level. They're not at Madrid's stage, but they're not a minnow. They have good players like Julian Draxler, the 19-year-old, 20-year-old attacker that everybody's talking about at the minute. They've Max Meyer as well. Kevin Prince Boateng did well for Milan in the Champions League last season. So they have some decent players. They're not quite at Madrid's level, but there's somebody that you need to be careful of. Would you expect Real Madrid to go sort of, if not all-out attack, but attack being the best form of defence, trying to get that away goal? I think they're going to play, as Ancelotti always says, they're going to take a balanced approach to the game. They've got the 3 guys in midfield who are going to look to control the game through control of possession. Then Schalke, bit by bit, are going to have to come at them because they're the home team. They're going to have their fans roaring them on. That's when we can look to see Ronaldo and Bale being launched behind their full-backs. Madrid trying to hit them a little bit on the break, and that's when it could be really dangerous for Schalke. Real Madrid on the break sounds dangerous, doesn't it, with Ronaldo and Bale. Bale is going to play. It was confirmed by Carlo Ancelotti. He said he's fit, so he's going to play, obviously, which means that almost certainly Jesse Rodriguez will be on the bench, but he's not a bad substitute to have, is he? Right, just before we go, I'm going to ask you for a prediction, Dermot. Yeah, I'm going to say 2-0. I think Schalke are a decent team, but Madrid are looking to take this really seriously. They're not going to underestimate them. They're not going to go hell for leather either at the start of the game. They're going to look to control things, and I can see Casillas maintaining his clean sheet record, pushing it on towards the 1,000 minutes, which will be brilliant to see him get. And I can see Madrid with the firepower of Bale and Ronaldo getting 2 goals to really take control of the tie, even in the first leg. Sounds good to me. Right, that's all we've got time for on this edition of The Match. Don't forget, keep your tweets coming to us. You can send us your predictions for the game using the hashtag TheMatchRM. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the official Real Madrid YouTube channel. Until the next time, from Dermot and myself, adios.